Thomas Tuchel makes Chelsea transfer request for Emerson Palmieri with Lucas Digne deal now unlikely. Thomas Tuchel reportedly wants Chelsea to recall Emerson Palmieri with a deal for Everton's Lucas Digne now looking unlikely. The German is in need of a left-back during the January transfer window after Ben Chilwell was ruled out for the remainder of the season after requiring surgery for an anterior cruciate ligament injury. The Italian joined Lyon on a season-long loan last summer and he's made 15 appearances for the League One side this term, scoring once. Chelsea have also been keen to sign out of favour Everton left-back Digne, but transfer expert Fabrizio Romano claims Tuchel is pushing for Emerson right now. Chelsea are still trying to recall Emerson Palmieri as left-back. Tuchel wants him, he tweeted. Olympique Lyon turned down first approach but Chelsea are pushing again, prepared to offer compensation. Lucas Digne deal now looking very unlikely. Nothing advanced. Everton ask for permanent move. Rafa Benitez confirmed on Friday that Digne wasn't playing because he asked for a transfer, but it seems the Toffees are now looking for a permanent sale. Chelsea would save themselves some cash if they can persuade Everton into a loan deal until the summer or recall Emerson from Lyon. Theo Hernandez responds to Chelsea interest after AC Milan name their price for defender. Theo Hernandez is in advanced talks to sign a new contract with AC Milan despite interest from Chelsea. The France international has been targeted by the Blues, with Thomas Tuchel eager to bring in cover at left wing back having lost Ben Chilwell to a season-ending injury. Recent reports from Tuttosport have claimed Chelsea have explored a deal to bring him to Stamford Bridge and were told by Milan an offer of €60 million could tempt them into doing business. But the 24-year-old insists he is ready to commit his future to the Rossoneri, with Milan legend and director Paolo Maldini playing a key role in that decision. "We are at an advanced stage," Hernandez told Sky Italia when discussing a new deal. "I've been very happy here since the first day and we are in talks. I work every day to become the best." Paolo Maldini often helps with advice too. Chelsea could also be in the market for an option at right wing-back, with Reece James expected to miss at least 2 months after suffering a torn hamstring. Tuchel has suggested the club will be looking for possible additions this month to cover both positions. Sergino Dest's agent speaks out on potential Chelsea move with Barcelona future uncertain. Chelsea target Sergino Dest will not be leaving Barcelona during the January transfer window, according to the right-back's representative. Dest left Ajax to join the Catalan Giants in 2020 but has struggled to make the right-back slot his own, having also struggled with injuries during his time at the Camp Nou. While the club have managed to finally offload Philippe Coutinho, Barcelona are desperate to lighten their squad further, with January signing Ferran Torres still unable to be registered. Chelsea have been credited with keen interest in the Dutch-born American Dest, but his representatives believe there is a little chance of a winter move. Michael Reschke, head of European football at ICM Stellar Sports, who represent Dest, told Bild, he has no intention of changing clubs. Chelsea goalkeeper Marcus Bettinelli has described his role at Chelsea, insisting he is ready for whatever. The Englishman was signed from West London rivals Fulham in the summer of 2021, making him the third-choice goalkeeper behind Edouard Mendy and Kepa Arrizabalaga. With Mendy currently away on Africa Cup of Nations duty, Bettinelli was given his first chance to shine in his side's 5-1 FA Cup win over Chesterfield on Saturday afternoon. Speaking to the official Chelsea website, Bettinelli revealed he will always be ready for what is asked of him at club level. "We've got a good goalie group with Ilario and James Russell, the goalkeeping coaches, who are top people to work with. They push you every day and they've put a lot of time and effort into improving me over the last 5 months. Of course, I always knew what my role would be, but Ilario made it clear when I signed that he wants me to improve and they've certainly helped me do that. Like I said when I joined in the summer, I'm ready for whatever is asked of me. It would be amazing to get the opportunity to represent this club, especially in the FA Cup, but I'll be doing my job regardless of selection. Whatever's happened this season, I've always tried to be involved and use my voice as a weapon and an attribute with the lads in the changing room, so that won't change. Dean Smith makes honest admission about Chelsea loanee Billy Gilmour amid Norwich abuse. Norwich manager Dean Smith has made it clear that him and his coaching staff are big fans of Chelsea loanee Billy Gilmour, despite abuse coming from a large number of Canaries fans. The Scottish international has been on loan at Norwich since the start of the 2021-22 season and has featured in 14 games in all competitions so far this season. While Gilmour didn't play too much under former manager Daniel Farke, who was sacked in November, the 20-year-old has been seen on the pitch much more frequently as a part of Dean Smith's team. As quoted by Football London, Dean Smith insisted that, despite the surrounding speculation around Norwich fans disliking Billy Gilmour, the youngster is keen to prove people wrong. I was disappointed with what I heard. I didn't hear it at the actual game, but I had family members in the stand. It was a minority, Billy knows that. My message to them is to stick with your team. I have spoken to Billy. He wants to prove people wrong and show what a player he is. He never shies away from wanting the ball at any opportunity. Has he been at the top of his game? No, but nor have Norwich City, and that's something that we both want to put right. Everybody within the dressing room knows the value of Billy, but people have to remember he's 20 years old. He will keep working hard to get better. RubenLoftusCheek reacts to "amazing feeling" of captaining Chelsea vs Chesterfield. Chelsea midfielder Ruben Loftus-Cheek has taken to social media to react to wearing the Blues captain's armband ND for the first time during the victory over Chesterfield in the FA Cup. The 25-year-old came on at half-time, replacing Mateo Kovacic, who started with the armband. Taking to Instagram, Loftus-Cheek shared his pride at captaining his boyhood club. He wrote, "Good win, into the next round. Amazing feeling to wear the captain's armband towards the end of the game." The midfielder entered the game with Chelsea 4-0 up and received the captain's armband when Andreas Christensen was substituted during the second period. Loftus-Cheek has returned from an injury layoff in his first season back at the club, after a loan period at Fulham last season. Thomas Tuchel provided an update on his midfielder's return to action and fitness as, he said, "We have to see if there is a reaction to Ruben's Achilles. Chelsea will be hoping that there is no reaction in the case of Loftus-Cheek, who has struggled with injuries throughout his career but has finally broken back into the side under Tuchel. It remains to be seen as to whether there will be any reaction to the player after his return from injury as Chelsea face Tottenham Hotspur in the Carabao Cup semi-final. He made his 100th appearance for the Blues against Spurs in the first leg of the affair and is gleaming with pride after captaining his side for the first time since breaking into the first team. Paris Saint-Germain are considering a big money move for Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku, who recently took part in a controversial interview where he hinted about a move back to Inter, only joined Chelsea in August for a fee of £97.5 million. With Kylian Mbappé likely to leave Paris in the summer, Nasser Al-Khelaifi may be eager to bring in a goal machine as his replacement. As reported by El National, the French giants could be interested in offering up to €90 million for the Belgian striker. That money would cover the majority of what Chelsea paid for him in the summer, however the Blues would still make around a €25 million loss in transfer fees. Lukaku scored 4 goals in his first 4 games for Thomas Tuchel's side, having an immediate impact. However, he quickly lost his form and failed to score for the next several matches before picking up an injury against Zenit St. Petersburg that saw him miss around a month of action. Not long after returning, Lukaku contracted COVID-19, meaning he had to be out for even longer. Since his return, he has scored 3 in his last 4 appearances, which is promising for Chelsea fans. However, he still looks like he is lacking in confidence.
That is all Chelsea news today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.